Hey guys, it's drtshock and I am back with BukkTuts recording another plugin tutorial. Sorry that we haven't posted any videos in a long time. We've been pretty busy with life, Bukkit, and other stuff, but I am here right now to bring it back a little bit and start making more tutorials. So the first thing I'm going to start with is a simple heal plugin. Now you might think, oh yeah, heal plugin. Well, it's probably the best way to teach the way to do commands in Bukkit. So, okay, I am using a different IDE this time. I'm using IntelliJ with a dark theme. In the past videos, I used Eclipse. Whoop, good night, Hawk Falcon. And I also have it set up a little differently with a pom.xml. I'm using Maven. I will do a tutorial on that later, so just don't worry about that for now. So the first thing that we were going to do, if I can type, extends Java plugin, just like I showed you guys in the other ones. So that will make this the main class of our plugin. Alright, so since we don't need to register any commands, since this is the main class, or register any command classes rather, we don't need to have an onEnable. We wouldn't have anything to put in it, so just don't worry about that. So we're going to go straight to adding the onCommand method. So we're going to do public boolean onCommand, and then your constructor for this method has to be exactly like this. So you have to do command sender. I mean, you can name it whatever you want, but you have to use the same objects. And you have to do command, string, label, and string array args. And then we're going to add a nice little return statement, which I will explain later. And okay, it will ask you to import org.bukkit.command or org.bukkit.material. Make sure that you do the top one there, command. So okay, the command sender is the person that sends the command. The command is the command that's sent defined in the plugin.yml. So say we have /heal and /h as an alias. If they did /h, the command would return as /heal. The label is the alias that's used. I suggest never ever using label. Unless you really know what you're doing, don't use label. And then args, these are the arguments. So whatever comes after /heal. So okay, the first thing that we're going to do is check if args.length, so this checks how many arguments there are, like /heal, player, amount, whatever we do. So we're going to do if args length is 0. So this is just if they type /heal and nothing else. Then we're also going to check if the person that sent the command is a player. We're going to import the player there. So the if sender instance of player is the way that you check to see if the sender is a player. Okay, now we're going to check, or we're going to cast player to, or sender to player. So to do that, we have to do player equals players in parentheses there, and then sender. So this allows us to do everything that the player class lets us do. So we're going to check if player.has permission, heal.use, or heal.self rather. We are going to do player.setHealth, and then we're going to do player.get max health. A lot of people just do 20 because that's the default Minecraft health. But you have to keep in mind plugins can modify your max health. So if you want to have a heal plugin that works with all that, you want to do get max health. And then we're going to do player.setFood. We're just going to set that to 20 because you can't modify that. And then we're going to send the player message. Send message. We're going to do green. So chat color.green, that'll make the message here green. You have been healed. Yay. Alright, so we did that. And now, if the player doesn't have the permission, so we check the bracket right there, else, we're going to do player.sendMessage. I like to do dark red as my no permission. Has permissions. And then our other one, if it's not a player, we're going to send an else statement for that. Sender, because we're on the sender object, because the player one's only inside this statement here. Sender.sendMessage. You are not a player, because you can't heal a command block or a console. So, okay, so we have that done. Now, what we are going to do is if args length is 1, so else if args.length equals 1. So this will be if they defined a target player to heal. So what we're going to do here is check again if sender.has permission. heal.others. And the reason that I didn't check if it's a player is because if you want to, follow or code a good plugin, you don't want to limit things to players. That should be able to be done in console. So in this plugin, we're going to make it so the console can heal other players. So if they have permission, then we are going to do player target equals bucket.getPlayer, and then we're going to check arg0 because Java indexes things starting from 0. So if arg's length is 1, the argument is 0. So then we're going to check if target equals null. Then we're going to send the person a message, sender.sendMessage, and we're just going to do that player doesn't exist, because if getting the player right there doesn't come up with an actual player, it will stay null, and if the object's null, we don't want to try to heal a null player. So, alright, let's do else. Then we're going to do target.setHealth, target.getMaxHealth. Then we're going to do target.setFood, and then we're going to set that to 20. And then what we're going to do is target.sendMessage. We're going to send them a message saying that they were healed. You has been healed. And then we're going to do sender.sendMessage. Let's do green plus you have healed. And then we are going to do target.getName. Alright, then a little thing that we could add to this, you've been healed by plus, and then what we're going to do is sender.getName. So, okay, that right there, we'll send that, and then otherwise, we're going to return false. So else, if they do more arguments, we're going to return false. Otherwise, this will always go down to return true. Then I'm just going to do a quick little format here because it's bugging me. Okay, so right here, so if they just type /heal, checks if they're a player and if they have permission, and then heals them. If they type /heal on a target, it checks if they have permission, checks if that player exists, and then it sets that, and then it sends them a message saying who they healed or who healed them. So, okay, this is all the code that we actually need to do. Now we're going to go ahead and do the plugin.yml because it will not work with the plugin.yml. So name, heal plugin, main, net.drtshock, I'm using my own namespace, heal plugin.heal plugin. And if you don't remember any of this, then go check out one of our first 2 videos on setting up your workspace and setting up a very, very blank plugin. Okay, version, we're going to do 1.0, and then what do we have to do? Author, if I can even do that, drtshock, and then we're going to do commands. So, okay, so commands, 2 spaces, heal. Alright, description, heal yourself or other players. Usage. When you type usage, you always want to do /command like that, and we'll always replace it with whatever command it is. So if we return false, like we did here, it will send the usage message from the plugin.yml. So /command, and then we want to do target. Heal yourself or other players. Okay, so that's how we did that. So now what we're going to do is, let's see if I can compile this real quick. And at this point, you would want to do this with Eclipse or NetBeans or whatever you do, however you want to export it. I am just doing it this way because that's what I have set up right now. So let's go to test server, target. So my plugin's right here. Move and replace. We are going to start my local server. Suppose I should start up a new Minecraft client. Welcome, drtshock. Well, thank you. Thank you. Alright, so my server is up. We're going to join localhost. Yay, here I am. And as you can see right here, heal plugin has been enabled. So let's go hurt myself. As cruel as that sounds, that's what we need to do for testing, for science. Alright, /heal. Yay, I've been healed. Okay, let's hurt myself again. Whee! See if I can jump off the hill. And yes, when you're testing plugins, a lot of times you have to go hurt yourself. It's just part of the job. /heal drtshock. Yay, I healed drtshock. See, and then it sends me both those messages. And then say if I did it from the console, heal drtshock, or heal. You are not a player. So just like that, it shows you that. And then I have been healed by console. And that is all there really is to it. You guys should give me some feedback on what you thought of this video, what you would like to see in our next tutorials, and anything else you want to say. And if you want to view the source code for this tutorial, I will put a link to GitHub in the description. So other than that, thanks guys.